This is TWiT.
The reviews have not been kind to the Apple Watch 3, which was supposed to have its own cellular connection. Didn't need your phone to get notifications, and
which is great
calls.
for runners, right? If you're going running, you don't want to carry your phone with you, and you wear your phone, your watch, and then you can still pick up calls from busisements or whatnot.
I remember reading something, and this goes back to
panting to them.
Yeah, I'm on the run. I remember reading something just as a consumer reporter that women who are joggers today, 95% will not run without their phone as a safety
security
issue.
measure. Yeah.
And so I thought this is actually the killer app for runners. And the news is basically from, we'll start with the Wall Street Journal's Joanna Stern. She says that it wasn't just her, it was also Jeffrey Fowler, quote, experienced cellular connectivity issues on 3 separate pre-production models in 2 different states on 2 different 4G LTE carriers. On the AT&T connected models, the cellular connection dropped calls and were choppy. Siri often failed to connect. On the one that ran on T-Mobile, dropped connections. They asked Apple about the issues, and they said, hey, we haven't seen any of this in our testing. We're going to look into it. Then Lauren Good at The Verge had similar issues. I think she was out on a surfboard and was woefully disappointed with her ability to call people and say, hey, I'm surfing.
Yeah, if you can't call somebody from your watch when surfing, what is this country coming to?
The Dick Tracy promise has fallen.
Absolutely. This is insane. It's like Stone Age. The Donner Party had it easier.
Apple did issue a statement on this. They said they've discovered when it tries to join unauthenticated Wi-Fi networks, it prevents the watch from using cellular connections. I'm not sure why it was trying to do that while Lauren Good was surfing, but they said they're investigating a fix. But what's been thrown out there is that this is the least fully cooked release Apple has ever made. Is that too strong?
I'm seeing bugs on iOS 11. Sometimes my phone doesn't even light up for a couple minutes, right? I'm seeing a lot of complaints on Facebook of various problems. And the watch shows that, they're having some problem on testing things and getting them done properly. I assume they get fixed because we've been through this with Apple before. The first versions of iOS always have some bugs. And
I don't know what gate this is. Is this watch Wi-Fi cellular gate? That's just not sexy. I don't know.
And I don't know how many people are going to go buy the watch and want to use it this way, but it's a problem, and they'll fix it.
I've been waiting for it because that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to go.
You want to get rid of your phone? You want to go phone free?
Phone free.
Phone free running.
We don't have pockets, we ladies. And
I'd love to see
I put mine in my jog bra, and then I'm worried it's going to get the water, and so we have problems.
I can imagine the market sizing slides.
We have a user in the chat room who says LTE on a watch is fantastic. So some people are having a good time with it. But and that's always true when you hit bugs. I worked at Microsoft and we knew all of our software had bugs. They had bug lists on the intranet. But when you have an obscure bug, it might hit a few dozen people. And those people will be very noisy on Facebook, right? I'm having a bug on iOS 11 on my phone right now. Not everybody is because it hasn't come up as an issue with a lot of people, right?
Bob Sullivan, does this feel like a half-baked consumer product that we're not used to seeing quite at this level from Apple?
Well, when you combine this with the lack of lines at Apple stores over the new phone, clearly you get the sense that maybe this isn't Apple's greatest day. But I do have to say, this issue of handing off between Wi-Fi networks and cell networks, I've never had a phone that didn't have that problem. I don't understand why it's such a difficult problem to solve. But lots of people are frustrated with trying to navigate from a cell connection when they walk between Wi-Fi and whatnot, especially right now while people are trying so desperately to not use up data, so they try to hop on Wi-Fi as often as they can, and you walk through neighborhoods and it connects to a hotspot, disconnects. So I think this is a pretty typical problem.